I want to welcome in Sheriff Mark Daniels of Cochise County, Arizona, also the chair of the Border Security Committee for the National Sheriff's Association. Sheriff Daniels, it's good to see you again. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, Natasha. Good seeing you.
I want to get your perspective on Title 42 ending. The Biden administration asking the Supreme Court to delay that end to tomorrow, adding the administration is prepared for the expected surge of migrants. Is that true in your eyes? Is the federal government prepared?
Well, Natasha, it goes back to what we've seen over the last 2 years, this intellectual avoidance with intended consequences. I think, yes, in the White House and leadership of Congress, this is a plan by design. So, yes, they are prepared. And what they're omitting is the fact that operationally they're not prepared. There's no doubt about it. As Ms. Bradley just stated here, your reporter, the fact that we even shared no operational plan. Talking to my federal border patrol agents, they're not prepared for it. It's one of those things that we're in a crisis. It's chaotic on our border, both in the public safety, humanitarian, national security aspect of it, but nobody's engaging with us from Washington, D.C., except the fact that we don't have a problem on our southwest border.
Well, what kind of guidance have you received from the state or federal government? What are you being told to do when Title 42 expires?
When in regards to the federal government, the answer is nothing, Natasha. Nobody has reached out to me from the federal government or my fellow sheriffs, to my knowledge, and said, Sheriff, we have a plan for you. We want to work hand in hand in addressing this. And that goes consistent with what we've seen for the last 24 months, is we have no plan, no engagement, no identification that there is a problem. As long as you're not going to engage in the problem and identify it, how can there be consequences and actions to address it? And that's what we're seeing again on this.
What do you think will happen tomorrow then? Do you think the deadline will be extended again? And if not, will anything change operationally for you?
It won't. The only thing, like I said, we're already in a crisis mode. What we're dealing with in my county, 1,400, 1,500 state crimes related to the border since January, over 500 victims, felony victims of crime since March in my county. I mean, this is the worst I've ever seen it, Natasha. So it can only get worse from here. There's nothing on the horizon that says this is going to be better on our southwest border. As long as this continues, it's only going to get worse.
I hear your concern loud and clear. And meanwhile, Texas Governor Greg Abbott sent another load of busloads, or rather another busload of migrants, to Vice President Kamala Harris's home in D.C. on Christmas Eve, and the White House calling it a politically motivated stunt. Do you think it is part of a solution?
Actually, I don't, Natasha. I don't think it's part of the solution. But this is pawns in a political game. And what's sad about this is, and I support Governor Abbott, I support Governor Ducey, I support the mayors, the sheriffs, all of us that have united at the state and local levels to address a problem that the federal governments have gone absent on. So I understand the frustration that the governors are addressing, trying to protect their states. And the only thing I would say on that, too, is this is just not the southwest borders crisis. This is America's crisis. Vice President Harris, who's supposed to be the border czar to address this crisis, has even failed to acknowledge it or come to our border, except for El Paso, and that was a photo op. If you're going to engage on the southwest border, engage with your sheriffs, your community leaders, and let's get down and fix this problem like it needs to be fixed. So what Governor Abbott is trying to do is bring America awareness to what's going on.
In your eyes, though, not the correct way to go about solving this issue?
I don't think it's the correct way, no. But unfortunately, let's go back to the root problem of it, Natasha, and that is this is a federal government mandate to secure our borders. It's not a governor, it's not a sheriff or a mayor. It's the federal government, Congress, the president. They have failed to do that. I mean, there's not even a thought about that anymore. They have actively failed to address border security, and they're allowing the border to be open for immigration, just wide open. So we got to do something at the local state level to bring awareness to this for everybody to see this.
All right. Sheriff Mark Daniels, appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Natasha. Have a good day.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.